Spicer. What's
How
up,
you
man? How
doing?
you doing?
How you doing, Staxx?
I'm pretty good, bro.
Good.
Um, so where were you born and raised, man?
I was born in Staten Island, New York. Lived there most of my
Um,
life.
and so what was your upbringing like?
My uncle used to pick me up a lot, do work for him. He owned produce stands in Staten Island, and I'd go help him produce. Then he got into the plumbing business, and I started doing plumbing with him.
Did you have any family that was connected?
Yeah, my grandfather was. He built the plumbers union in New York. He had
Yeah.
he had all kinds of people down the cellar all the time. Governors, mayors, gangsters. He had everybody down there.
So on your upbringing, who are some of the names that you came across?
I came on all course from all Joe the Cat, Jerry Pappa, um,
It's
Robert. I don't
good,
want to say
man.
his last name. He was an enforcer for Tommy Bellotti. Tommy Bellotti was supposed to be a real nice guy too. Tommy Bellotti was a good guy. I heard he was always like a gentleman.
So what year was this that you were doing
75. Yeah, I started with 25 working with him. He picked me up, would do work, and then he got a contract working on all the gangsters' houses in Staten Island.
so who's some of the first people you met? Is John Papa one of the first people?
Jerry Pop. Jerry Pop was one of the
Jerry.
first. But I met a lot of them. A lot of them were kind of stuck up. You know, they think they're better than you. But Jerry was a tough guy. Jerry was a different guy. I mean, I mean, he's a good guy with me, but he killed a lot of people.
When you met him, what was it like when you first met him? Like, how
Well,
did
I
he
didn't
come
know who he
across?
was. Yeah, I didn't even know who he was. But also, I saw all these old guys coming up with envelopes, kissing them on the cheek. They come out of these Mercedes. Mostly were Continentals. They'd sit in the back seat. They get open the door up. They come in to see Jerry. They gave Jerry a kiss. At first, the dude was gay. Like this guy was gay. Like, he had big arms. You know, he had big arms. I was like, no. After a while, it caught on what it was. His crew used to hang out, and his crew's really good. His crew talked about him. Jerry would never brag, but his crew bragged about him.
Oh, because he had a union, like he controlled some of the unions. Did he have some of them people working
Yeah,
on
yeah,
his
I still
house?
heard too. No. They were all like friends of his and just people that were recommended of his, and
They were
everything was top
probably
notch
trying
in
to
his
keep it
house.
separate, the union
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Well, he had a window framing business. I mean, he was making millions off the window framing business. That was the gangsters too. I think the Chin took that over.
Yeah, so I was reading some um Jerry Papa's background, and
He was a bad guy.
was former Colombo family associate,
Yeah,
eventual
right,
Colombo family soldier. So he got made
right.
in the Genovese family. They
Yep.
called him Jerry Papa Bear or Pap.
Yeah, Paps or Papa Bear. I guess his girlfriends. But see, I read girlfriends. Jerry didn't like girlfriends. Jerry didn't like his crew getting involved in girlfriends because it bring too much heat down. So that was one of
Yeah,
Jerry's
because then
rules.
you guys break up with each other, and then what? She's
And you got
airing your dirty
problems.
laundry out, right?
Right. That was one of Jerry's rules. And his partner Pete died of AIDS. He cheated and he died of AIDS. Pete Black.
So
He
have you seen anybody in his crew that violated his rules when you were working around him?
No. I usually kept my mouth shut with people, and the crew would talk, and I listened to what the crew always had to say. Jerry's crew was good. They always had a good time.
Yeah.
Always laugh, always had a good time.
So do you got some so what he would say none of you guys should have girlfriends on the side?
Yeah, that was one of his rules. I didn't hear him say that, but that was one of his biggest rules. Don't have girlfriends on the side there. That's why I say they said that Papa Bear because he brought his mistresses and his wife all teddy bears and all that there. But I heard he didn't have a mistress.
What do you mean
But
I seem pissed, man? I'm not pissed, bro. I'm in a
I,
good mood, man. What do you mean?
yeah, I didn't say that.
I must have a real good poker face or something, man. Cuz I'm
That,
in a great mood.
that's funny.
Things Things are great. I have no reason to be mad, man.
That's
Um,
funny.
so you said it was a brand new. You said it was a brand new house.
Yep,
That
yep, yep. Started
yeah.
up. A beautiful house too, big house.
What's good, Real Ma Radio?
Uh, Jerry, Jerry Papa's drywall guy married his wife after he got killed.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah. So it says right here. It says he was shot to death in Villa 66 restaurant on 14th Avenue and 66th Street in Brooklyn by a Colombo hit squad. Revenge for Pappa murdering Colombo family copper regime Thomas Shorty Spiro,
yeah. They called him Shorty. That was his
the
friend.
uncle of Angelo Seppi.
Jerry was friends with the guy with Shorty.
He was known as a hitman
Jerry was a hitman. Jerry's
and
favorite
widely
hit.
feared for his violent tendencies, which are
Yeah,
directly
I gotta tell you,
contributed to his murder.
I never seen that guy angry. I mean, he's
He
always
was
smiling, laughing. Somebody says something, he'd laugh. One time he's doing his restaurant in Brooklyn, and two gangsters across the street come over, and they tell Jerry, "Hey, listen, you can't have a restaurant here. This is taken already." Jerry smoking a cigar. He laughed at him, like smiled. Yeah, okay, yeah. They leave. The next morning we come in for work. The restaurant's blown up. He blew the restaurant up. That
blew,
guy wasn't scared of anybody.
he blew up his own restaurant.
He blew up the restaurant across the street.
Oh, the one that they were talking about, because saying you
Right.
can't have one here. He's like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna show
Yeah.
you, right?
He blew it up. Gangsters were scared of him. That's how bad he was. He was a good guy. His favorite way of doing a hit is he put a jogging outfit on and he make like he was jogging down the street, pop the guy a couple times in the head, and just keep on jogging and jog to his car and take off.
Did he
That was
tell
his
you
favorite.
this stuff, or did you hear it
No,
from
I
his?
hear it. I heard it from my uncle.
Um, damn, I got an itch, man.
Ooh, sorry. That's in a bad
um,
spot too.
yeah, man. So, damn, I can imagine what was it like back then.
Ah, it was
So,
crazy back then. You hear about everybody getting wasted. I mean, every day there was somebody getting taken out. One of Jerry Papa's got taken out right in front of his house. What they did, two guys parked in front of his house. They took the garbage can, they threw it in so he couldn't park. So he had to get out and get the garbage can. And they were sitting there waiting. The guy comes back from a show and he sees the garbage can. He goes out, get the garbage can. The two black guys get out of the car with shotguns. He looks at them, looks at his wife in the car, and he puts his hands up like, "Hey, what am I gonna do?" And they blew him away. And that guy was like, you wouldn't even think that guy was a gangster. I mean, he was a
so
nice, polite guy.
there was a lot of people back then getting killed, right? Does it? It
Yeah,
says he got killed in 1980.
yeah, right. Jerry got killed in 1980, right after Galante. Jerry was a hitman and capo for the Genovese family, but he
Yeah.
was with Carmine Galante. That means he was in Carmine's crew. Jerry was big into drugs. That's one of the reasons I heard he got taken out was because they told him to back off on the drugs and he wouldn't back down from it, and that's why they took him out. But if you read about it, he took out Spiro. When he killed Spiro, Jerry was in the back seat. All right, Spiro sits down in the seat in front of him. Jerry
Hmm.
shoots him in the head and he takes his ear off. He took Spiro's whole ear off when he killed him. Then he went and he buried him in
Yeah, he said
Pete's
his ear went
warehouse
flying across the car or
window.
something, right?
Yeah, right. He took his ear right off there, and he was friends with Spiro. That's the crazy thing. Spiro
Wow,
kind of got
man.
him into things. As Spiro got Sammy the Bull started in the Colombo family.
Yeah, this is when the mob was at its heyday, and they were
Yeah,
really involved with a lot of heavy things, man.
yeah, they
It
were
says
too.
right here. It says about Sammy the Bull in here. It said which was a direct contribution to his murder. Papa was 36 when he was murdered by his rivals of the Colombo family. He was known by police and criminal associates as an ice cold killer, although he's known as Papa Bear to his wife and mistress because of his teddy bear nature he displayed when he was in their presence. He was the son of first generation immigrants from Raqqa, Di Papa,
They
Italy,
say,
and Bensonhurst, where Sammy Gravano, Anthony Casso, Frank DiCicco were all born and raised. Papa,
yeah, that's true.
straight jet black hair, steady blue eyes, steady blue gray eyes, severe high cheekbones,
He's,
triangle shaped face, and his name Papa in Italian stands for Pope because documents dating back from the 12th century when his parents' village in Rocca di Papa stand for some crazy shit, man.
yeah, yeah, did bet Jerry was a decent guy, but like you said, he was a murderer. You know, there's no decent guys in the mafia. I mean, they only get there for one reason. They kill.
Yeah, killing people, man.
Yeah, that's how you get in the mob. You gotta kill somebody, or your father has to kill somebody. If your father killed somebody, you could be made without killing anybody.
So he he was an associate with the Columbos, right? And then he got transferred over, a
He
former Colombo associate, and then he eventually became a Genovese soldier.
soldier,
And then
and then
and then he was a captain, right?
he was a capo when he was 32.
Yeah, and he
I
died when he was 36.
36. He died young, but you know what? It wouldn't surprise me one bit if people said he took out Joe Gallo, crazy Joe Gallo, because Jerry had a hard on for that guy. Jerry
What
didn't
year
like.
did Gallo get killed? Do
I
you
think
remember?
72. I'm pretty sure it was 72. I'm not positive on that, but I'm pretty sure it's 72.
And that's his son, you said, right, John?
Yeah, that's John Popper there. He's in for like a couple life sentences.
You know
He,
some stories about John?
I heard some stories about John.
You want to
I,
tell him?
I heard he, when he killed his two best friends, I heard he like the last one was like a mess. He really gored him up because he got pissed off because he was dead there. John started off with the Genovese family. He tried getting in the Genovese, but the capo in the Genovese family, his father was killed by Jerry, so he didn't want John in his group there. So he chased him out, and then he went with the Columbos and he did that hit. John shot the guy. What happened is they were shooting at the guy. John hid behind a tree, and John realized that the guy don't have a gun. So John walks up to him and pops him in the head, kills him, and he
Oh,
runs
he's hiding
to
behind the tree, trying to
yeah.
hide from the bullets, and he realized he doesn't have a gun. He just walks up and doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. Kills him. Walks to his getaway car like a block away. They had a car stashed away, and
Hmm.
then his friends started taking the credit for the hit, and
That
he was
wasn't
getting.
that wasn't the two twin guys, right?
Yeah, I think they were both brothers.
They
They were
were
both.
twins, the brothers, right?
Yeah, they were brothers, and they busted John at a church when his friend was getting married, and the guy got all pissed off, and the guy's like, you really got to do this at a church at a marriage. And the FBI says, man, he killed your brother. Like, what's wrong with you? And John had a pistol, threw it underneath the pew, and they arrested him.
Jimmy Calandra
He's a crazy guy. No,
is in
he's
the
done for life.
comments.
He's in there for life.
Jerry Papa's from my neighborhood. Tommy
Yep.
Dade's
I'm losing
arrested
you.
John Papa. He said Jimmy Calandra said Jerry
I lost
Papa's
you.
from my
I lost you,
neighborhood.
Staxx.
I'm right here, bro. Yo, can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Go out and come back in.
Loretta, is the way you get the chat on here? I can't hear Billy.
Why?
I don't know.
You got to go out and come back in. Go out and come back in.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Oh, you have it. It's on. The mic is on. He must have done something.
Yeah, I can't hear you, Billy.
Hold
See,
on.
the mic's on.
Let me message this dude.
Oh man, I can't. So what's wrong with it?
I don't know. I don't know, Jim. It was.
Well, he's there too. Is that my text? Did my thing go off? does it say?
Now get out and come back in.
Okay.
So you need to.
Here, I'll get him out. Boom. All right, so this dude was a plumber and he was working on yeah, no, I don't understand how he can't hear me. Everything's real clear. Maybe it's the connection with me and him. But so he was a plumber on Gerard Pappa, Jerry Papa's what's up, man?
Up there we are, man. I'm
All right,
so
so
bad on the computer.
listen, if that happens again, just leave and come back in, and
I got you.
it'll fix the problem.
Yeah.
If you get a message or something, it'll usually kick you out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. I'm a little stupid on these computers.
Ah, it's all good, man.
Thanks.
You win some, you lose some, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's so true.
But so the son, you said the son was pretty crazy, right?
Yeah. But Jerry was pretty crazy, man. Jerry was tough. I mean,
Yeah.
I heard that guy could fight. The whole crew, his whole crew. I heard that Jimmy Emma, he got killed by the gallows. I heard he was the leader of the gang, and so was Jerry. At the Rampers, they were in the Rampers. They called themselves,
Yeah.
and they all got picked up.
All right, I'm good now. Everything's good.
Good.
All right, so you said that Sammy the Bull was scared of
Jerry. I heard,
or he feared him, right? He feared
yeah, I heard
Jerry.
I heard he was scared of Sammy the Bull was scared of Jerry.
He looks like a pretty serious guy, man.
Yeah, he's a badass. I mean, but he's a good guy. Like I always see him smile, laugh, and I swear to God, I've never seen him pissed off.
Would he come with it? Would he bring his son around to the house too, or no?
His wife, his son would come around the house. He was a little baby when I saw him.
So
John was real proud of his family.
Yeah.
I mean, Jerry was real proud of his family, John and his wife.
Yeah, he's a plumber, man.
yeah. Well, we were the plumbers.
This guy looks familiar. Is this guy a plumber?
That's funny. From it. Oh yeah.
Armchair NBA. No, this isn't Armchair NBA, bro.
You get all these things on there.
Detroit Siggy, man. Shout out to Detroit Siggy. Shout out to Jimmy. The cannoli. What's good, man?
Oh yeah, I love cannolis.
Me too,
Cannolis
man.
are good.
What's good, man? How you doing, bro?
25.
So you got any other stories that you could tell me about these guys that you met throughout the time?
Well, when Tommy Bilotti and Castellano got killed, I always heard Castellano was never the big boss. It was always O'Neill that was the boss. Castellano took the pressure off of O'Neill so he could run the mafia.
Do you believe that?
Yeah, I really do. And then when Castellano and Bilotti got taken out,
that is probably why Gotti and them didn't get killed, because
O'Neill.
That should have been automatic, right?
Yeah, that's because of O'Neill. O'Neill had
definitely.
He had a lot of power. He was the boss. Castellano wasn't the boss. He was the boss. And then when O'Neill died, Castellano became the boss, and they had to take him out. And that had to be voted on.
So technically, he was the real boss for 2 weeks or something.
Yeah,
like
right,
that.
right. He was the real boss, and I feel bad for Tommy Bilotti because that guy there. Like if you went to like a restaurant or something like that, he'd see a lady standing there, he'd pull out the seat for her and sit her down. That's the type of guy Bilotti was.
Oh, he was like a gentleman.
Yeah, really.
I've heard stories about him that he was a feared guy.
Yeah, he was a bad guy, man. I mean, he was tough. I mean, he didn't become underboss for being a nice guy. I mean, he was definitely feared.
Shout out to Jimmy, man.
That's funny.
Do you know Lenny Demara?
No.
No. What other stories you got for me, man?
Uh, one day, Jerry, one night, Jerry took out this guy, got one of those meat hooks, and he cracked it on this guy's skull, and the skull opened up, and the brains came out, and the guy and his crew was there. He started throwing up, and Jerry acted like it was nothing, like, hey, come on, clean this shit up, let's get out of here. And the guy
All
told me,
nonchalant.
yeah, the guy was telling me, man, I was sick as shit, man. I didn't stop throwing up. It made me sick. But, it was like
Some
nothing to
people,
Jerry.
some people can't handle the gore.
Yeah, yeah. This guy's pretty bad, though. I mean, seeing the guy's brains pop out of his head.
Thank you, Liz. I appreciate you. Everyone who watches my show, man, all my supporters, I appreciate all of you. This is
You put on good shows.
I love doing this show, man. This is like the highlight of my life right here.
Yeah, that's good for you, man. You do a good job. Yeah, you
Thank
got
you,
good
man.
stories too. I mean, I watched some of your stories. They're good.
I got a lot of people coming on, man. I have a lot of stuff planned for the future. I have a lot of stuff that people aren't going to be expecting.
Yeah, you gotta get Joey Seabird on your phone, on your thing there.
Joey Seabird?
Yeah, you have him on.
I talked to him, so
yeah,
I'm gonna.
He's a good guy.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I know a lot of people with a lot of good stories, and
he's got a good story.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's a real nice guy too.
When you were coming up, there was a lot of hits going down.
Oh yeah.
Throughout the 80s.
Yeah.
Is there anything that stands out to you?
When Jerry's partner got killed and Greg kills there, I felt bad about that. I was like, man, that sucks, because I mean, he was like a real nice guy. You wouldn't even think
you were around? You were around when that happened?
Yeah. I was back. I worked on all the houses there, and my uncle had that contract with all of them because he was close to Joe the Cat.
Did he get murdered?
Nah,
his partner.
My uncle was pretty straight. Joe the Cat got his name from he was real close with Carlo Gambino. I mean, I heard on the street he was the consigliere. That's how close he was. But Joe the Cat got his name. He used to sneak up behind his victims and beat him with a baseball bat. He used to sneak up like a cat and with a baseball bat and beat his victims to death with a baseball bat.
Hell yeah, guy. Always keep it real, Richard Dowling. Definitely, man. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy names, man. Beware of spam.
Yeah.
Beware of spam, bro. What do you mean? I don't need spam. I don't need that shit.
Yeah, when I worked on the tugboat, sometimes I'd eat that shit.
So I can imagine what it's like growing up in the city, man.
Yeah, I miss it. I miss Staten Island. Staten Island was
a lot of gangsters are bred there, right?
Yeah. It was a nest haven. That's actually why I moved to Florida, to keep my kids away from that shit. I mean, it was easy to get involved in.
How long ago did you leave?
Probably about 35 years ago. It's been about 35 to 37.
Well, you left in the 90s then, right?
Yeah. I think we left like 87.
Shit, the 80s was a hotbed for just killings all the time.
Yeah. So we moved down here, and KKK's big down here. I was like, holy shit, that's crazy. I never seen KKK sign before. That was behind my time. I was like, whoa. You reading all that?
Yeah. Detroit Siggy.
And that's what's called my wife, Siggy.
What the fuck just said about me? I know. Why you say that about what do you mean? Chatting with Staxx show. I meant trolls, Elizabeth. That's not a troll. She's not a troll. People are crazy, man.
Crazy world out there.
What's up? What's up, J Dubs? Make sure you go check out Double Dare. Man, I've been so busy, Dubs, man. I'm gonna hit you up after though.
That's good for you.
So did you said you had interactions with Tommy Bilotti before?
I just met him. You know, I was a kid. They don't introduce you really like to big guys like that. They just say, "Hey, this is a kid, Jimmy. You need something, ask him."
Yeah, and they're like the big shot, and you're all fucking nervous in front of them, right? You don't know what to say.
No, I wasn't really nervous in front of any of those guys. They were all pretty decent with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I was a kid. You know, I wasn't that old. I was 15, 16, 17. I worked home for till I was like 19. And
So did any of his crew, Jerry's crew, did they ever tell you any stories that you could tell me?
no, just the one about
The
the
meat
hook one.
hook?
Yeah, yeah, that was a pretty big thing. And they all like Jerry, and they used to talk. They talked constantly about the car chase with the with what's the guy's name? Who got killed? What was the guy's name that got killed?
I don't know. There's
Crazy Joe
hundreds.
Gallo. Joe Gallo. They used to talk about the thing with Joe Gallo, how Jerry ran around, jumped through cars and all that, then jumped in the window. That was their big talk. They always talked about that. That was one of the big things.
So you never got to meet Paul, Big Paul Castellano?
No, no, I never met him. I seen him, but I never met him.
What about the Gotti?
No, my uncle met John Gotti, and he said, man, his hair and his neck stood up. It gave it chills. You know, Gotti started out at he killed Carlo Gambino's nephew, got kidnapped by the Irish mob,
Yeah.
and you know, Carlo paid the ransom off, but his nephew
No,
died.
he didn't. He didn't pay the ransom. He
Oh, he
didn't want to.
didn't pay the.
He said the Gambinos don't pay ransoms. So
Oh, is
what
that what it
happened
is?
was when Carlo Gambino went over to his what was it, his sister's kid or something, right?
Yeah, it was his nephew.
Yeah, he went over there and said we can't pay the ransom because we Gambinos don't pay ransom.
Yeah, and the kid died.
They knew the kid was gonna die,
Yeah,
but they had to make an example out of the people that kidnapped them. They said we're not gonna pay the ransom, but we're gonna make an example out of the person that kidnapped them.
yeah, they killed him right at Snoopy's. They killed him. Yeah, I used to go to Snoopy's. This is a nightclub in Staten Island. It
Oh,
wasn't
they
just a
killed it. They
bar.
killed him right in there. You said?
Yeah, yeah. He
Oh,
walked right in there and shot him. Killed the one guy. Supposedly he got out of jail and killed the other guys involved in it. No, I don't know about that, but I know he went to Snoopy's. I remember when the hit happened at Snoopy's. That was a big nightclub. That was a pretty cool place.
bro, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? See, man, just get rid of your ass. See you later.
Yeah,
Peace out.
so
All
funny.
right. But anyway, um, I do what I want on my show. This is my show. Remember
That's
that
right.
shit.
Nobody can tell you what to do on your
Don't
show.
fucking tell me what to do on this show.
Yeah,
This is the Stack show.
that's
God damn
funny.
it. People are fucking out of their mind, man.
People are crazy. I deal with it every day. The
Bro,
crazy
you know how
people
many
out there.
times I get people try to tell me like how to fucking mold shit and this and that? Like, get the
Yeah,
fuck out of
right.
here.
Yeah, I
No
can see
time for
that.
that shit. Like
That's
people,
crazy.
if people want to do a show a certain way, be my guest.
Yeah, right. It's your show. It's your
I'm
show.
just
And you're
trying to
doing
bring
good.
I'm just trying to bring some good quality
Stories.
mob education to the people, man. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it,
Mob's crazy. That's a crazy thing. Meyer Lansky don't get as much credit for the mob as he should. I mean,
Yo,
he,
he was basically a full-fledged member. He could do anything
yeah,
he wanted. I,
yeah. He
I
tell
bet
people what to do.
he could probably kill a made man and not get in trouble for it.
Yeah, well, I mean, he made all the deals for Lucky Luciano and got him out. I mean, He went into after World War II. We won because pretty much they let us in Italy, they let us in Sicily, and they helped us out. I mean, and then you got Gregory Scarper. The FBI got him to help those to find those three civil rights people in
Yeah.
Mississippi.
Yeah, but
That's
Greg
a true story.
Scarpa, he was cooperating with the government. So
Yeah,
crazy, man.
yeah, I heard that too. Heard that too. I heard that's what they got him down there to help out with the three Mississippi people that were
That
missing.
stuff with Carmine Persico, that stuff that they reported on the New York Post, none of that
Yeah,
shit was true. You know that, right?
yeah. I never believed any of that shit. There, that guy Kermit Persico. He's a tough guy.
Bro, you're
He's the
not
guy
gonna
that
be
got.
sitting in prison for 20 years if
Yeah,
you're cooperating, right?
yeah. Right. You're not gonna sit in there. But that's the guy that got Jerry and all those guys started was Carmine Persico.
Yeah.
He kind of took him underneath the wing and was grooming him up. That's why I think Jerry killed Joe Gallo because he lived 15 minutes away from him, and it was just a one call, and then he
Do
became the
you
capo.
do you believe it was Jerry?
If I could find out the times, if the times are right, yeah, I could see him doing it because okay, so the one trigger man that shot at him, he killed. It was an associate. It wasn't even a main member. He was an associate, and he buried him underneath the toilet, so he'd be pissed on and shit on for eternity. Like no shit. That's a true story too.
These dudes did some wild stuff, man. Just like
Yeah,
when they killed Angelo Bruno, right?
yeah,
Angelo Bruno, they stuffed $100 bills up to dudes.
yeah. I heard about that one too. Then they used to put parakeets in people's house with their mouth if they thought they would like singing, you know, ratting on them. They would kill you and stuck a parakeet in your mouth so that you were singing to the birds.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely happened in the past.
Yeah, for sure.
I wonder why they don't have more info about Jerry.
Yeah, I don't know. Sammy talks highly of him. I mean, Sammy named his first son after Jerry.
Yeah, but Sammy talks highly about a lot of people. Sammy talks highly about people he put in prison, and
Yeah.
there's quite a few of those people, man.
Yeah, some guy called me up, messaged me, wanted me to sit down with Sammy and talk about Jerry, and was hoping I could bring joggle his mind up a little bit about Jerry.
They
I guess
didn't do that. No, they didn't do that to Bruno. They did it to the guy that killed Bruno. That's what I meant.
That's funny.
Yeah, they he was found in a trunk with
$100
$100
bills.
bills stuffed in his mouth and his ass.
Yeah, that's crazy. They do that shit for a reason. There's
I
something
mean,
always meant by it.
the mob is nowhere near what it used to be in its heyday.
No. I heard they changed a little bit to more business like. I
Yeah,
heard.
they need to mold with the times. I mean, they're obviously going to be doing computer crimes and
Yeah,
things
right.
like that.
Well, they did the stock market for a little bit too. They were in the stock market and made some money out of that.
You don't think they're in cryptocurrency and all that?
Oh,
I believe it.
I believe they're in everything. I think their
Of
hands in the
course.
pocket. Everybody, any kind of pocket they're in. Anywhere there's
Yeah,
money, they're there.
of course, man.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, they're gonna try to get money any way they can. What do you think's gonna happen with the Colombo bust?
I don't know. I just was seeing something about that in the paper too. I was reading that. That's kind of crazy. I guess he was at a pool or something. They took pictures of him. He's supposed to be arrested.
No, they all got arrested. They all got rounded up. He's one of them's out on a $10 million bond.
Oh no shit. That's
Yeah,
wow.
they got wiretaps, man. They have informants that wore wires on people. So they have a lot of information. They have extortion on these people. There's a lot. So they're not gonna walk away from the case.
Yeah, no shit. I didn't hear all that. I didn't read that. I've been
And
busy with
then
work.
you got the Philadelphia mob bust, the
Yeah.
indictments there.
Yeah, I didn't see any of that too. I gotta go on there and look at that crap. I usually like to read that stuff.
Yeah, man. But I got a lot of new guests coming, and
I'll be watching.
yeah, you're gonna be pleasantly surprised when you see the people that are gonna be coming on, man.
Yeah, I want to
I'm
watch that.
surprised.
I want to watch that Luciano one.
Yeah, what do you think about him, man? What are your
I don't know.
thoughts
I
on?
didn't get to see that one. I was read a little bit about him. That's kind of crazy. I didn't even know they had a Luciano around.
Well, he says that he says that his father's the one that killed Joe Gallo.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It
He
could have
says
been.
that. He says it.
Well, see, the thing with Jerry Pappa, like I think as soon as he got killed, it became a capo in the Genovese family. That's why I kind of think so.
Yeah,
I know he hated the gallows. I know he had a hard because they killed his best
usually,
friend, Jimmy Emma.
usually if you do something, if you're involved with them and you do something like that, you do get promoted right away, right?
Yeah, right, right. So I just get to get the time when he got killed and when Jerry became capo in the Genovese family.
Just like when they killed Galante,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
On
yeah.
that
That's
on that
roof shoot.
outside. Yeah, this dude in Delicado, right?
Yeah, yeah. He was Carmine Galante's bodyguard from Sicily.
Yeah.
Uh, he went and got some bodyguards from Sicily, and they wound up turning, and he became the boss.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it is crazy. Yeah, that's how they are. I think. I think all that money goes back to Sicily too.
Hey, what's up, sis? How you doing, man? So what are you gonna write a book or anything about your dealings with
Yeah, I
any
wish
of
I
these
knew
people?
how. I know.
I'm
I wish I
sure
knew. I wish I knew how to start.
I'm sure you got enough stories for that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got some good stories too. I mean, there's stuff I probably forgot to tell you. There's so much happened. I should start writing it down so I don't forget.
Yeah, I mean, if you start remembering, man, jot it down and then I'll have you on again and
Yeah, yeah. Sounds good, Stacks.
definitely, man.
Yeah, I appreciate this time.
I'll show these dudes again real quick. That's Jerry Papa and his son.
So John Popper below.
It's John Papa, Jerry Papa. And you used to do plumbing in his house, right?
Yeah, yeah, and his restaurant in Brooklyn. You never
Yeah.
got a
You said
chance to
what did
open
you
it.
say about it? You said the guys came by and said you can't have a restaurant here and they burned
Yeah,
it.
they told him you can't have a restaurant on the street. It's already taken. Next day we came in and the restaurant was blown. You know, the other gangster's restaurant was blown up. He blew it up. Then one day we're working on his house and he wants to put this big brick wall up. And the neighbor in back of him is a New York City cop, and his shed was on Jerry's property. So Jerry goes and calls two guys over, hands them a bundle of money, and to go over there and say, "Hey, move the shed, we'll pay you for it." So they came back with the money. They gave the money back. They came over, and the guy told them to go fuck off. Next day we come in, that shed was blown up, and that guy's wife came over with iced tea, a pitcher of iced tea and glasses all day long for ice.
Oh
And
man.
that's no bullshit too. I mean that really happened too. I was like, wow, this guy's got some power to him, man. I mean, he's not even afraid of cops.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I hit 3,000, but I didn't want to jinx myself. When you start promoting it, then things happen.
Yeah, you got
So
3,000.
yeah, I hit 3,000 subscribers. I want to thank all my subscribers. I'm gonna give away some money, so make sure you comment on the videos, and
Okay,
I'm gonna be putting together a way for people to win money from me. So
okay,
it's gonna be
cool.
good. Yeah, you'll have to like
I will.
subscribe, comment, and you take a
I think I
screenshot.
I think I subscribed already though.
Yeah,
I'll find out though. I'll have my wife help me because I'm pretty stupid on this crap.
yeah, it's all good, man. You'll learn it.
I will.
But thank you for joining me, bro.
Hey, Stacks, you be good, my friend.
If you think of any more stories, man, write them down. I'll have you on again, and we'll chop it up.
Okay, Stacks, you be good, my
I
friend.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Okay, bye bye. Thank you.
Peace, man.
Peace out.
So make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. And I'll be back. I got some newer guests coming. Newer. I got some new guests coming. Damn, I am kind of blurry, huh? I got some new guests coming. I got some new guests coming. I got a lot of things planned for the future. If you like my content, stay rocking with me. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. Put the notification bell on all so you can get my videos every time they drop. And I'll be back. Maybe I'll jump on later. More newest. Yeah, I don't know. My what's good, Yankees for life? Chilling, man. I'm just about to go. But I'll be back later. I'm gonna jump on later on tonight, a little later, and we'll kick it. I'll have a couple friends join me, and we'll just shoot the shit. We'll have a little commission meeting. So make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Till next time, man.